Rupees 3,300 crore. That's the amount paid by the taxpayer for India's dysfunctional parliament over the last decade under the Narendra Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party government. This was money that should have been spent on debates, on legislation, on accountability, but instead it was wasted on adjournments, disruptions and political gridlock. Every minute Parliament was not working, the taxpayer was still paying. Hi, my name is Himanshi Dahiya and I'm a reporter at the Quint. I spent the last 15 days scraping official data from the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs website, going through PRS session reports, revisiting Constituent Assembly records and watching hours of parliamentary footage. My aim was simple. I wanted to calculate the total cost being paid by the taxpayer for India's dysfunctional parliament. What I found was that between 2014 and 2024, rupees 3,300 crore was wasted on lost time in Indian parliament. At the Quint, we hold India's constitutional bodies and democratic institutions to account, be it our work on the Election Commission of India, the judiciary, the police, or the parliament. But we need your help to survive and continue doing this without political pressure. Scan the QR code on your screen and become a member if you find value in our work. Now, coming back. Disruptions have become routine in our parliament, whether it's the Manipur crisis, the farm laws, or the abrogation of Article 370. Debates were either rushed or blocked entirely, and every minute of delay cost the taxpayer. According to official data from the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, in 2023 alone, Parliament lost over rupees 386 crore due to disruptions. In August 2023, as ethnic violence ravaged Manipur, opposition MPs demanded statement from the Prime Minister. The BJP countered with its own demands, leading to a standstill. The Parliament was adjourned multiple times, but the clock was ticking, and the taxpayer was paying for every minute. But it wasn't always like this. When India's parliament was first established, MPs sat for 120 days a year. But by the time the 17th Lok Sabha came around, that's from 2019 to 2024, the number had dropped to just 55 days a year. What's worse is that this isn't even illegal. The Constitution of India only mandates that the Parliament meets at least once every 6 months. But nowhere does it say that it must meet regularly or function effectively. It leaves the door wide open for a shrinking parliament calendar with fewer sittings and longer adjournments. The framers of India's constitution didn't put a cap on sitting days, thinking that a democratic necessity would ensure regular meetings. But over time, various parliamentary committees have recommended that Parliament should meet at least 120 days a year. Private member bills have been introduced to fix a minimum number of sitting days, but they've largely gone ignored. Laws like the farm bills were pushed through the Rajya Sabha in September 2020 despite opposition protests and without a division vote. The government simply declared the bills passed by voice vote, leading to chaos in the House. MPs were seen climbing onto tables, tearing up rule books and shouting across the aisle. Meanwhile, Parliament was shutting down critical discussions. And the rupees 3,300 crore lost in taxpayer money is just the start of the problem. To calculate this cost, we used the benchmark of rupees 2.5 lakh per minute, a figure cited in official parliamentary reporting. Every lost minute adds up and the cost grows. The rupees 3,300 crore is the amount taxpayers have paid for Parliament to not function properly. And that's only a conservative figure from 2014 to 2024. Governments also love to point to productivity metrics claiming that Parliament is working. But what does productivity mean when laws are rushed through with no scrutiny? In 2025, the monsoon session saw 2/3 of scheduled hours lost to disruptions. Yet the bills still passed with minimum debate. 90% of the union budget was passed without discussion. But it's not just the parliament in Delhi. State assemblies are increasingly trapped in the same cycle of dysfunction. In Uttar Pradesh, Nagaland and Jammu Kashmir, state assemblies met for as few as 5 to 16 days in 2024. Contrast that with states like Odisha, Kerala and West Bengal, which met for 38 to 42 days. This is not just about the lost hours, the skipped debates or the blocked bills. It's about democracy itself. As Parliament fails to function, taxpayers are left holding the bill, and the cost is rupees 3,300 crore and counting. India's Parliament is failing the people, and every day it stalls, the taxpayer pays. The question is, will the system ever change, or will the public continue to foot the bill?